Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade will be the topic. On today's video, it is time that I make an update on the yesterday big drama situation on the JP side of the game. So the most recognized or the biggest content creator for the JJK Phantom Parade got hacked and his account got deleted by the hacker, and now he cannot recover the account. Still for now he didn't manage to recover his account. Maybe it's gonna happen just because this is going viral, but most likely it is not happening. And on today's video I will go in a lot of details about all of this, but as well about the details for the global version and why global version stopped with the content. Okay, so we have now a lot of answers. We are still waiting for official answers from the actual company. Will it happen? I don't know, probably not, or maybe we're gonna get somewhat of an explanation about the global content and especially about this JP side. We're gonna see about that. But massive shout out to Roaring Knight, because here he made a summarization about this whole situation, and I believe it's super important that we go through this just so everyone is aware what is happening. Okay, so I definitely want to share this with community, and let me start. So part one, drama around security. Let me talk about this. Good afternoon, I suppose. Many of you have already seen this drama that blew up like crazy. Let's break down what's wrong with it and try to save at least some players from this. Confirmation whether this is actually possible will come later. Right now we're descripting the game files to get an exact understanding on how local data works on your device. So again, massive shout out to Roaring Knight, because he's truly doing its best to help the community and try to save as much as possible people from this type of situation. Since 15 hours have passed, millions of views have accumulated, and Sumzap is still silent. I'll have to speak up. You waited for this. Okay, so yeah, here it is. 3.5 million views currently right now. 3.5 million views. That's huge. That's viral. 1,000,000%. So what's the problem, you ask? The problem is that Sumzap, by their own official statement, doesn't care about your account being hacked. Part 2, how company doesn't care about your safety. I read this yesterday, but I'll do this again. Article 8, paragraph 1 of the terms of use states, we shall not be liable for any damages suffered by users due to attack by third parties such as malware, spyware, viruses, hacking, etc. Improper management of user accounts or used by third parties. And you will say that that's normal policy, but not in this situation, because that policy only makes sense where they provide protection, and all Sumzap can do is write about their endless investigations, which I will talk about later as well. Yeah, the game just doesn't offer you, especially the JP side. BiliBili is doing much better job on that department than Sumzap. Okay, because the JP side of the game, it's literally just ID and password. Absolutely terrible. In 2016, we had this type of games where we had ID and password and that's it. And then I remember with Naruto Blazing as well, people had this type of problems because it was easily hackable, and when people just deleted the characters or they deleted the whole account, we couldn't recover it, right? But now it's 2025, almost 2026, and this is still happening. Jesus. Companies need to do this properly these days, okay? Please, they need to invest in security. The game provides no protection for your account, and half of the login data is publicly available, like your ID, though that though that mostly concerns popular people, one of whom became the victim of an account hack. The game has no email notifications that someone logged into your account, no login confirmations or confirmation of any account actions, and as far as I understand, not even the option to change your password. Do I even need to continue? It's simply ridiculous for a company that owns one of the biggest IPs in manga history. Literally, accounts have no protection and no way to do anything with them. It's a circus, yet you can donate from whenever you want. By the donation, he's talking about the pay-to-win aspect of the game, like spending for the money, for the currency and everything else, okay? Part 3. How does Sumzap even have rights to create the whole Jujutsu Kaisen game? And do you know what is tied to? Right the way connections work in our world. Let's look at the Sumzap history. So this is history of Sumzap and the actual games. And as you can see, among older games that we might know, Konosuba has ended service, and it's a completely meaningless project compared to JJK IP. But what interests us here, right, what kind of security did Sumzap have in the previous projects? And now we can open this part and see. I just want to be sure we can only transfer our data by an ID. A link by Google account will not work, right? I'm just asking to be sure since I have already set my transfer ID. Yes, you must keep your ID and password. It's the only way to keep your data after the transfer. Okay, so it's the same situation like on JJK, Phantom Parade. Right, none. It was still based on ID password, so how did such a brainless company get the rights to make gacha for Jujutsu Kaisen? Right, being under Cyber Agent, which also owns Cygames, so it's not surprising they got the Jujutsu Kaisen rights to a talentless, inexperienced company, and we got what we got. Okay, here is also that part. So yeah, you can check it out a little bit and everything else. I mean, I don't want to now translate, blah, blah, blah. Let's continue. No data management and how save your own data. But did you think it would be end with hacks? How sad? No. The whole tragedy isn't the account hack itself, but all the data were deleted with no possibility of recovery. You will ask, doesn't the company have backups? The ability to roll back the data? Because what if you accidentally delete your account? Like, I know you have to be careful, but this type of things, it just happens. Sometimes you click the wrong button and you have no way to recover it. That's absolutely terrible in 2025, guys. If it was 2016, it would be still terrible, but yeah, it's 2016. And the stupidest thing is no. If the delete all account data button was pressed, that's the end. As the developers themselves say, they cannot recover data that was fully deleted. This is everything on Japanese. Everything explained. Third screenshot. It's your problem if your account got hacked. You should better manage your account safety. Sumzap. The operators team will not provide support and will not take the action. That's generally what they're gonna do for this biggest content creator. I truly believe that. I'm just saying, just because this is going viral and everything else, maybe, just maybe, he has somewhat of a hope. But I truly doubt that, honestly. With the politics of the company, I truly doubt that. I believe they won't make an exception because then they need to do the exception for others. I don't know. I just don't believe they're gonna help. Translate all of this with Google Translate on top. You're gonna understand everything, and you're gonna understand that if they are not gonna respond on the drama, and even if they're gonna respond but help him with giving him new account with good progress, they're still gonna get cooked. Because if they're gonna help him, they should help everyone. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. We already have official confirmation from the developers saying they can help in these situations. And moreover, they're not obligated by their own words. After all, we all signed that agreement. I did explain about that yesterday. Let's at least try to protect those who haven't been hacked yet. To save your data, this section will be updated above for emulators, but for now only the PC version with DMM. Press Windows R, open the console, type app data without, and folder will open. Okay, that's that part. Find the folder with the game there and just archive it and save it somewhere in the case some idiot hacks you and deletes the data. Like, that's the only thing that you can do that can help you, that you don't lose the data. It's super weird. Company doesn't have this. I'm going insane. If you were already hacked, but you have a device from which you have not yet logged into the game after the hack and data deletion, do not launch the game on that device because the data folder changes when you log into the game. After the hack, go to the device from which you still haven't launched the game. Find that folder and copy it and ask developers to work with it, because through it they might be able to restore your data. Theoretically, at the moment, gonna update guide later for emulators and phone. And again, if you do this, the company needs to be like, okay, you did save this up, we're gonna give it a shot. But I still believe they won't help you. I still believe they won't help you. Let's also talk about how the game has absolutely no protection against programs that run Lua scripts and are the lowest level part of hacking any game, basically. Why I'm bringing this up? Because when an online event with a raid of Mahoraga was ruined by cheaters, yeah, that part I forgot to mention yesterday, but yeah, Mahoraga raid was ruined by the cheaters, who couldn't use a program for that in story mode. The devs did the most ridiculous thing in the world that could have ended with bans. But during the worst stream ever, they literally announced publicly that they removed cheaters from the game based only on the visual aspect of the results. I'm gonna cry. What is this? I never ever, in this 5 to 6 years I'm doing this, I never saw a developer saying they will remove the cheater from the game based only on the visual aspect of their result. Oh, more I read this, I'm going insane, but I already read all of this. But again, massive shout out to Roaring Knight. He's helping the community. He's fighting for community. Don't forget about that. Basically, how much damage they dealt, and touching only roughly the 500 event players, so a cheater using first level character could deal around 60 million damage, and the developers wouldn't notice it, because it's some unclear position in the rankings. They won't manually ban everyone, it takes too much time. But you've seen their childish level of game development, and don't worry, those who really understand programming and playing the game know how to create an anti-cheat for this game, even without tracking processes and working inside the game. But because the way damage is applied is written like crap, they will never understand anything in their lives. He's pretty direct, and I love it. It's even funnier that a multi-million-dollar company owning Jujutsu Kaisen works worse than indie studios, and that's the reality. Okay, that's the reality. Roaring Knight speaking the facts here. Considering all this, what does the company actually do? How the company justifies its laziness and the lies to the players? They whine that their game is being leaked and that publishing leaks supposedly destroying the game. Okay, now this part, leaks. Before, when I started making the content, leaks was absolutely a regular thing. For most games, regular thing. But these days, companies tend to hate leaks. Not everyone, but some of them for sure. And they will take down your video, they will take down your post, etc., etc. But here in this case, companies blaming the leakers for leaking content, and that's the reason why they stopped the content on global. I'll go into that in a moment, but yeah, I just wanted to tell that part. Now, is leaks morally right or wrong? I won't go into that, honestly. I'm just saying that I absolutely love leaks and they're really, really hype for me. But again, if the company's against leaks, I respect that, okay? I cannot go against that, for sure, okay? This is just my thoughts, my opinion, but I'm just saying. Okay, let's read the rest. But not the fact that devs don't give a damn about their game, where you can get characters even with spending money, and the gacha is worse than stepping into real casino. How much longer? Bro, I had so much luck in this game. This sentence, it just doesn't work for me because I'm a free-to-play and I always get lucky. But I'm just like an exception in this whole story, guys, okay? I see the comment section below. Many players, most of the players gave up on this game because of the gacha. And they will never change that, okay? How much longer will you keep whining that someone won't let you live and finally get to work on the game? You didn't understand about the game security 4 years ago, and you still haven't learned anything. And this is what turned into utterly shameful project where the only things I can praise is the team that came up with the combat system and the artist. The developer themselves are utterly talentless. Listen, I respect the game. I respect the developers that created this game, the artists and everything else, because at the end of the day, this game truly pushed my channel far beyond than I expected. And I enjoy the game. I love playing the game. I love making the content, okay? So, yeah, I still respect everyone who worked on the game and made this amazing product at the end of the day. But how you handle product is super bad, and this is what Roaring Knight is saying here for 100%. How did their reaction to the leaks affect players? We have confirmed instances of unauthorized extraction of data, such as images, that has not been yet officially released, and the subsequent dissemination of such content of SNS or video sites. If this unauthorized activity comes to attention of those eagerly awaiting the content, it may spoil the valuable experience. Furthermore, depending on the circumstances, it could even lead to the cancellation of originally planned releases. As the operation team, we are working daily to implement all possible measures to protect everyone's content experience, but due to the nature of the game, it is currently difficult to prevent it completely. If you encounter content that appears to be leaked, please refrain from engaging in actions that would encourage or facilitate such unauthorized behavior. We would greatly appreciate your cooperation. Okay, leaks are not improved by the company. I'll go in more details about that. That's their decision. I'm respecting that at the end of the day, but you cannot say that leaks are ruining the game. They need to work on the actual game to make it better, especially the communication. I've been talking about that for the start of the game. Well, according to them, there is some content had to be removed from the game because of the leaks. And at that time of posting this, I hadn't even leaked future updates, only that would be released in a couple of hours that was already announced. Okay, but they had to complain on Twitter, which made Japanese players laugh, because why they talk about leaks on official account when most players didn't even know about them. But that's the shame. That shame didn't stop there. Sometime on 1st of November, I leaked details of the upcoming anniversary, posting an illustration for the anniversary, which Sumzap noticed. And this happened thanks to the test build of the global version that was being prepared to merge with JP in some form. After that, everything went downhill. The leak annoyed Sumzap so much that they asked Twitter for my personal information to continue their investigation, apparently with the aim of suing me, even though their agreement says they won't use third parties to obtain some information. Well, okay. This person has been posting leaked, unreleased creative content for our title and directing people to their Discord for leaks, engaging in extremely malicious activity. We have suspended the account immediately and would like to ask for information about the person operating the account so that we can continue our investigation. Twitter completely ignored them because, guys, what is good about YouTube and Twitter? When someone wanna, I don't know, remove your content because of the leaks, maybe intentionally you made some video that you shouldn't do or something like that, they can ask for that video removal or content on the Twitter removal. But if you don't personally give your information to them, Twitter, YouTube, they won't give your information. Okay, so for example, I don't know, they find the leaks that I posted, they're gonna delete those leaks. They will ask YouTube for my personal information. YouTube won't give them, okay, because they wanted to get his personal information so they can sue him. Okay, that's, oh man, bro, I would, wow. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, anyways, but okay, we're protected. Content creators, in that way, at least we are protected, but we're not protected a lot. Let me just say it like this. Especially from the AI bot from YouTube. Oh yeah, I've been warning about that situation, like even before this madness started, but even before the AI problem of YouTube went viral, I've been talking about that. I knew that was gonna happen because I noticed that more and more AIs are doing that part. Anyways, off the topic, sorry. Let them try to sue me. I don't care. But here is another twist where we can learn why Global isn't releasing content now, even though everything had already been translated for a month. Plus, we Global players know what's gonna happen. We Global players know what JP is doing. Anyways, this happened because after the leak, Sumzap freaked out so much that they closed the Global test team. Yeah, I knew about that. I just didn't pay attention too much on that, but I personally was on a, and still am, as a part of the content creator of the game, and we were directed in some special room in Discord where you can test stuff and everything else, and then someone leaked it. I didn't even participate in this testing stuff, I just didn't have time. And apparently you can continue working even after leaks as other gacha games do. No. I agree, even though they don't support the leaks, okay? Fine, even though the leaks happen, why would you stop all the content? Why? I don't know, for me, they don't have any logic. This is my first time, again, in this 6 years that I saw something like this, okay? This is my first time seeing something like this. That they literally stop the content, okay? Probably it happens on other games, but I don't know. Personally, for me, that's the first time experience. You have to close the Global that brings you 5 times more money than the Japanese version because you're afraid of leaks. Now, Global sits with no content and no people who can test updates, so go ahead and blame team called Sumzap for everything that happened. Okay. I mean, that is also his perspective, but at the end of the day, for me, this doesn't make any sense. Due to the leakage, subsequent testing has been cancelled until further notice, and yes, I'm blaming this on those who may have leaked, shared with friends. We reminded several times to keep it confidential. I mean, that part is fair enough. Like that part, people who did leak stuff that you shouldn't do, especially from the testing server, right? You got a privilege to test things before they're out, and you shouldn't leak it. I definitely agree on this department with them, but they shouldn't stop it. Why would you stop it? Okay, leakage happened. Like, they themselves officially leaked Fuga Sukuna, bro. They themselves officially leaked it. But let's talk a little bit more about this company and how they created a whole site of donations but didn't make it possible on the site to manage your account, change your password, add an email, and many functions that could create security, not even upgrade because there is no security, but you could spend money in the game, right? The game should be handed over to good company. Okay, I cannot read this part. I hope everyone supports. I'll stay silent about the use of AI in the global version, for which the same artists are being cancelled on Twitter, but not the developers of such large projects. Let's pity the multi-million-dollar company. Soon I'll publish a mod for a free Red Satoru costume as compensation because companies shouldn't get a single penny for their action. Wow, he's super brave, that's for sure. I was reading his perspective to you guys, the Roaring Knight words. I absolutely love that he shared this with us. I definitely will upload this video. I don't have anything against Roaring Knight. I don't have anything against the company. I don't have anything about the people that work on the game, content creators. Truly, I am here just to share this drama. And at the same time, I'm here for the community. So you know the details, what's happening. I will do my own thing. I'll create JJK Phantom Parade content and many other games. I don't like to go in too much drama, but in this type of stuff, oh yeah, I like to. Because I truly believe that truth needs to be showed. I will still wait for the official informations, for the official posts related to all of this. Maybe it's gonna happen for both Global and JP. The drama is huge. And I don't know, bro. I just wish they just continue with the content, okay? Work on your game, make your game better. Like, you can definitely do it because this game has such a great potential. Great potential. Okay, we have some more stuff here. When I was still working on the global version, okay, this part is also important. Helping promote the game, which I regret. As far as I can tell, the top management never cared about the players and nothing really changed. After they hired game leakers to work on the Discord servers, supposedly to pervert future leaks, they dug their own grave, because people who leaked once will leak again later. Those same leakers also leaked content from the test build, namely that tragic anniversary case for the global version, even posting the login bonus illustration before I did. When I mentioned this on my Discord server, which developers of both versions read, hi guys, they immediately started doing something, but they did nothing to anyone, because until it's publicly posted, to Sumzap will see their moderation, which actively breaks rules and runs wild, won't do anything, and the global admins look the other way. Oh my god, this is crazy dramatic. Wow, that's crazy. A poor admin kid wanted to join the leaks too. He came to me and asked me for help, and of course he didn't know how to do it. I saved his attempt. Very interested in data mining the game. Okay, that's Burger. And then he called me a clown who posts fake leaks, so I published our DM and he was removed from the admin team everywhere. So yeah, BiliBili acted and Sumzap too, but I want to praise BiliBili because according to them, deleting account data takes a long time. I don't know the technical details, but you get an email notification, you can change your password, etc. So check your global account for email linking and any protections, which are better than Sumzap. This is something that I already said. BiliBili is doing much better job here, and global players, you are much more protected, right? If you want to delete the account, it takes some time, so it's got deleted. So even in theory, if someone manages to hack you, global players, no worries, you are. I mean, no worries. You will know. You will know, because if someone even hacks you, want to delete your account, I believe it needs to go like 30 days until it actually gets removed. So you have plenty of time to act and everything else. Thanks to the food guy who show me how admins love to leak content when they can. Global management is peak. Yeah, that's like, if you're banning someone for leaking and then you're doing it yourself, disgusting. But again, hearsay, I don't know the details, I don't know who it is, but here it is, the information from Roaring Knight. It's not all, but even testers said how they hate AI, and that's so sad how they should fix AI translation, but it's not even a fixing because they don't know Japanese. They just read the text and was like, it sounds like a heh, I think we should change it. But what about what is really in the original JP? I think you understand this, and I already talked with a lot of testers from global version on many languages, and everyone said the same. F AI company. I mean, AI is ruining a lot of things for many people in the world, especially because companies are totally focusing on AI, but we should not forget about the human part. Human part is always the most significant part. Human part is maybe slower, but it's always better. Okay, in my opinion, it's always better, especially in that creative department. AI speeds up the process, save a lot of money, and that's that. I understand, but I still believe every company should use a combination of AI and human. Not only AI, right? Not prioritizing AI over human. Please don't do that, okay? Yeah, guys, that's it. I know, almost 30 minutes long video, but I really wanted to read all of this from Roaring Knight. I truly believe everyone should know what he knows and what he shared. Again, I'm just here to make content, have fun, and cover some drama when I feel like it. But this was really important to cover. This was really important to cover, in my opinion. And hopefully, based on all the videos I've done, hopefully something will happen, at least some change, so this type of stuff doesn't happen in future. Like, you cannot allow a person, especially the content creator who is sharing the content, so many people start playing the game because of him, so many people start spending money because of him. You cannot have this type of security. He spent, I don't know, $10,000 to $20,000. He got hacked. Hacker deleted his data without him knowing, and that's it. That's GG. Come on, that's terrible, guys. No matter what you say, that's terrible. Like, that's terrible. Anyways, I'll end the video here. Thank for all support. I will update you if we get something about this, but again, I was thinking, should I cover this? And then I'm like, bro, you need to cover this. People need to know about all this, what's happening. Okay, that's it. Thank you for all support. Still will do JJK Phantom Parade content and everything else. Mainly I'm here for the content. Mainly I'm here for the community, to have fun. And that's it. I love you all, bro. I love you all. That's all. Love ya.